Greetings. This is the Steppen Gamer channel, and I am the Steppen Gamer. Like Hermann Hesse's Steppenwolf, I play alone. Join me as I play traditional multiplayer games solo. Hello, my faithful viewers. Now, I respect your time and try to keep my videos as short as possible. I want to share all the information that you need to know to follow along and cut out all the unnecessary bits. If you want to learn how to play the game, there are a number of excellent how to play videos. If you want to see the game played, here you go. All the factions begin with 3 troops on the board. On turn 1, everyone adds 2 troops, roll their all-seeing die, and each receive a Cora. Then we roll for the draft phase. Then the dice are drafted. Then we have the action phase. Boom, 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 boom. The action phase is complete. Lots of Exodus actions. And now we'll tally the points. Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, Area 5, Area 6. The guild takes an early lead with 5 points on turn 1. Turn 2. Advance the first turn marker. Runen wins the spoils in Region 3, and they can deploy to any region they are already in. The guild gains a spoils action in Region 6. They move 2 troops to Area 7. Groundwork phase, and the draft phase. Action phase. Uglan spends 2 Cora and buys an elite, and then an action die gains a Cora. Runen spends an action die and gains a Cora. The guild spends 2 Cora and places an elite. Then they use an action die to deploy 2 to their deployment zone. Boom. Paldane spends 2 Cora and places an elite. They attack the Uglan in Area 4. The Uglan use their 2 attack die to eliminate Paldane in Area 4. Runen uses 2 dice for an Exodus action, moves a troop into Area 5 and Area 1. Then they play the Victory Feast feat, which allows them to gain a victory point for each region they control. That's Area 1, 3, and 5. And then the guild plays an Exodus action. Bam, bam, and Paldane moves. Bam. Action phase over, we move to the scoring phase. Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, Area 5, Area 6, Area 7 and 8 are not controlled. Boy, Paldane and Uglan better get in the game. Turn 3, advance first player token. Area 1, Runen gains a Cora. Area 2, the guild deploys to a region. Boom. Uglan deploys 2 troops to Area 5. And Area 6 allows the guild to place 2 troops in its deployment zone. Now we do the groundwork phase. Troops are deployed, all-seeing dice are rolled, and then the draft dice are rolled. Action dice are drafted. Let's begin the action phase. Runen has 4 Cora. They buy 2 miners. And as their action die, they select another Cora. The guild selects another Cora. Paldane reinforces Area 7. Uglan reinforces Area 4. The Runen reinforce Area 1. And with their 2-hit all-seeing die, eliminate the Uglan presence in Area 3. The guild uses its all-seeing dice times 2 to do 2 deploy actions to deny control of Region 1 to the Runen. The Paldane use their remaining dice to do an Exodus action. In the Exodus action, they gain dominance in Area 4. And what will the Uglan do with their last action? They'll play their eye for an eye feat. That removes all the armies in the region they occupy, including themselves. So they lose this elite unit, but boy is there a lot of carnage now. Then they're going to use the last 2 dice they have for an Exodus action, gain dominance in Area 5, and control of Area 4. That concludes the action phase. Let's add up the victory points. Region 1, no one controls. Region 2, 1 point. Region 3, 2 points. Region 4, 2 points. Region 5, 4 points. Region 6, 2 points. No one controls Region 7 or 8. Now the dice is tipped to turn 4. First player token goes to Stellan. In the spoils phase, Region 2 allows the guild to attack. They bring the pain to the Runen in Area 1. Area 6 allows the guild to take a move action. They climb the hill to Area 8. And now the groundwork phase. Then we roll the draft dice, and then draft them. And now on turn 4, the first time we have someone alone in the cellar, that's Paldane, they get the extra die. The guild uses an attack die to beat down Runen. Haldane uses a Korra die and a Korra they have in stock, and they place a rider in their deployment zone. The Ooglan attack the Haldane in Region 4, and they spend a Korra to use a parasite power to place one of their dead horde in the same region. Runen uses their deployment die to add 2 basic troops to their deployment zone. The guild uses its remaining dice to perform an Exodus action. Haldane uses its 2 remaining dice to perform an Exodus action. Ooglan moves 2 troops from its deployment zone to Area 2, and then using its 2-hit all-seeing die to eliminate the guild from that region. Ruinen performs an Exodus action itself, and they gain control of Regions 5 and 6. Now we're at the victory point phase. The guild gets 2 victory points from Region 1. The Ooglan get 2 victory points from Region 2. The guild gets 1 victory point from Region 3. Ooglan gets 2 victory points from Region 4. Runen gets 3 victory points from Region 5. Haldane on the board with 3 victory points from Region 7. And the guild gets 3 victory points by dominating Region 8. Now we go to turn 5. We advance the first player token to Haldane. In Region 1, the guild gains a Korra. Region 2 gains the Ooglan an attack. They attack the guild in Region 7. Controlling Region 3 allows the guild to deploy 2 units to Region 8. Now we go to the groundwork phase. Every faction but the guild has units to deploy. All-seeing die and Korra are deployed, and we roll the draft dice. This time we got a whole lot of motion going on. And Haldane gets the extra die. Haldane spends 2 and deploys a rider, then uses an Exodus action to gain dominance in Area 5. Ooglan move 2 to Area 6. Runen spend 2 Korra, and they deploy a ram. He plays a movement dice to move his ram and another unit into Area 5. Knocks the guild out of Area 5 into Area 4. The first thing the guild does is spend 4 Korra to place 2 Elite Christen in its deployment zone. Then it spends a movement die to enter Area 6 and gain dominance. Haldane is going to perform an Exodus action. Now Ooglan does an Exodus action. Runen performs an Exodus action. That ends the action phase. Let's count up the points. Region 1, 1 point to the guild. Region 2, 2 points to the Ooglan. Region 3, 1 point to the guild. Region 5, 3 points to the Ooglan. Region 6, 1 point to Runen. And Region 8, the guild gets 3 points. I missed the Haldane in Region 7. They actually get 2, 3, 4, and dominance 5. Now we go to turn 6. Advance first player token to the Ooglan, do the groundwork phase, and roll the draft dice. A mobile hard-hitting turn. The players draft. Again, Haldane gets the spare die. They use 2 Korra to add a nameless to their deployment zone. And they move 2 units to Area 2. Runen spends 2 Korra and purchases an Elite. The guild buys a Stellan and then use a movement dice to place that Stellan in Area 4. Haldane spends 2 Korra and purchases a Rider. Ooglan uses 2 deploy actions to add 4 troops to its deployment zone. Ruinen does an Exodus action to gain control in Area 1. The guild uses its sneak tactics to perform 3 consecutive Exodus actions. 1, 2, 3. And it hasn't used its dice yet. And they'll use their double die with their hit, their attack, and they'll eliminate 2 Runen. Now Haldane has 1 turn left, and they will use an Exodus action to move up into Area 8. Then the Riders will perform a second move action and come back to deal 2 damage to the guild. Now we move to turn 6 victory points. Region 1 gains Runen a point. Domination of Region 2 gains Ooglan 2 points. Control of Region 3 gains the guild a point. Control of Region 4 gains Haldane 3 points. Control of Region 5 gains the guild 5 points. Control of Region 7, dominance of Region 7, gains Haldane 4 points. And they have 3 points for control of Region 8. And now Haldane is ahead of all the other losers. So we move to turn 7, advance first player marker to Ruinen. The spoils phase sees the Ruinen gaining a Korra, Ooglan doing a hit, and the guild has no one to deploy. Now we move to the groundwork phase. Groundwork done. We roll the draft dice, lots of attacks, and this time, for the first time in this game, Ruinen behind everyone. Ruinen buys some miners. and they use 2 dice to perform an Exodus action. The Kristen attack. Ruin's knocked out of Region 3. The Paldane reinforce Area 7. The Ugran reinforce Region 6. The Ruinen do an Exodus move into Area 3. The Guild does an Exodus move, and everyone moves into Area 7. Paldane does an Exodus move and gains control of Area 3. And Uglan does an Exodus move, but they cannot reach Area 7, so they all move into Region 4. Points. Ruinen controls Region 1 for 3 points. Uglan controlled Region 2 for 3 points. Paldane controls Region 3 for 2 points. The Uglan control Region 4 for 2 points. Region 5 is controlled by the Ruinen for 5 points. Region 6 is controlled by the Uglan for 1 point. Region 7 is controlled by the Guild for 4 points. Boom. Region 8 is controlled by Paldane for 3 points. And there you have it. Boy, the Guild got out in the lead and there was just no stopping them, no catching up to them. A tight race for everyone else. And that was a good game. Thank you for watching.